Good morning from hotel isolation. I'm almost hitting the 1 week mark, but today I want to talk about you. How are you going? Especially my dear friends, clients, and colleagues in Melbourne. Uh, Thinking of some tips for getting through lockdown, a hard lockdown like Melbourne, or hotel isolation like I'm going through here in New Zealand, is it can really help to have perspective and empathy for other people. So, probably the worst thing that I could do right now is to concentrate on my own circumstances. I'm taking a tip out of my recently departed dad's book, who's refrained for this past year of his life when he was in and out of hospital and life was getting tough. He'd often say, "Oh, it could be worse." Even a couple of days before he died in hospital, he said, "It could be worse." So I'm adopting his motto. And not that I think I'm asking you if you're okay because I think you're worse, but I really would like to have a shout out this morning or today to people in Melbourne under a hard lockdown who are doing it tough. It will take a while, but it will get better. This too shall pass. I think what I learned from the first lockdown was to try to not have too many expectations of what I would get done. I only had one house task that I was going to do while I was home alone for 10 weeks while my partner was caring for his mum. It was to clean out my bathroom cupboard. Did I do it? No. So I've got really small scale in my expectations for my 2 weeks hotel isolation. And really the only expectations I have of myself is that I get outside regularly. And this morning it was, goodness knows, single digit degrees, and I put on my merino and put on my beanie, and there was only one other person out there, and I went and walked. The other expectation is that I make my bed every day. I know a lot of people make their bed every day, but when you're actually living basically in a room, really important to do that. And I clean up, I do my dishes. I have zones in the room. The zones help me. In the bathroom, there's a little kind of side area which is my washing up zone. I have a food prep zone. My deal is I have to eat all my meals at the table. And that means no eating in bed. No eating in bed. Because, although, we can get clean sheets every 3 days if we want to remake our bed, but kind of like, in this circumstances, I'm making it a hard rule, and I've done pretty well for this past week at sticking to my hard rule. And then I have this flexible zone behind. So I have the work zone here at the desk. This flexible zone behind me, I can move the furniture, and that becomes my dance and yoga zone. So this morning, shout out, anyone's got a favourite Spotify playlist that they want to share with me in comments? Even if I'm out of ISO by then, share with me in comments. So this morning it was pure 70s disco. I woke up too early, so I got up and I danced in the dawn to see the sunrise. Fortunately, no one was in the car park and it was too dark for them to see me dancing in the dark, but I could have the curtains open. So rules. Talk to someone every day. Listen to music every day. Listen to a podcast that makes me laugh. Do not spend all day on my bed. But all bets are off at a certain time in the afternoon. I can just lounge about and do anything. To not put expectations on myself about how much meditation I'm going to do and what wonderful things I'm going to write and all the business stuff. I see my clients when I've got clients booked in. But, I'm not going to change the world right now. I'm going to look after self and ask you, how are you going today? Want to chat? We can have a chat. So I hope your day or your weekend, whenever you're watching this, is bearable, and that there is one small thing that makes your day. It might be things for me, seeing some flowers bloom. I had kindness of friends. A really lovely friend of my sister's bought me some homegrown flowers and a few other goodies. Trying to listening to the bird song. One thing I love about New Zealand is the birds are not as flashy and bright as Australian birds, but they sing beautifully. Just being in the moment and knowing that this moment passes. So I hope you have a good day or a good night wherever you are. And if you would like to see more videos like this, just click the like button because that might encourage me, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next ones. I talk usually about health, and this is about mental health. So there's a little bit of travel in ISO as well. Take care. I'll see you later.